How's it going, everybody? Rybrad here today, and we are back with our NHL 18 franchise, the Vancouver Canucks. And boys, I did ask you in the last video, do you want to go blow everything up, B, kind of blow it up, save some stuff, and not throw everything away, and C, do we go for the cup? And I did see some A's and I saw some C's, but the majority of you guys wanted a B. And that's kind of what I was leaning towards too. I'm probably not going to blow it up as much as some of you might have thought when you picked B. But we do have a couple trades. I did go ahead and look at some before I hopped in this franchise mode here. But let's go ahead and I will show you guys the first trade we are going to make. And, you know, you guys were saying the Sedins should retire as Canucks, and I agree with that. I totally agree that the Vancouver Canucks and the Sedins are basically inseparable when you look at histories of careers and the franchise as an organization. But I sat down with both Henrik and Daniel, and I said to them, listen, it's in your best interest, it's in our best interest if I go ahead and move you guys to a different team, because we're not going to be winning a cup anytime soon. There's nothing I can do to go ahead and get this team to the Stanley Cup Finals in the next season or the next season or two. So they also sat down with me. They agreed. They said that, you know, as much as they want to finish their career in Vancouver, they do want to go ahead and win a cup. And I said I want them to finish in Vancouver too. So I told them to let me know before they want to retire, and we will sign them to one-day contracts, and we will go ahead and have them finish their career as Vancouver Canucks. But they do want to be traded to a contender so they can win the Stanley Cup, and the Columbus Blue Jackets are listed as a contender, and I found a trade that works quite well. They want to give up here Carlson, a medium top 4 defenseman, Gabriel Carlson, 20 years of age, top 4. He's only 76, but he's already looking pretty good defensively. He's a nice two-way defender too. His offensive skills look like they could certainly jump for us. And then we're also going to snag a draft pick out of this as well, a third, which has very low value. I am going to retain half of Daniel's contract just so Columbus can stay under the salary cap. So there we go, boys. It's Henrik and Daniel off to Columbus to try and help the Columbus Blue Jackets win their first Stanley Cup. We will be getting a young 20-year-old top 4 defenseman potential prospect and a third back in return. And this works out for both parties, as both parties do want these players. Now, with that happening, guys, we are going to need to sign some players. I'm not done trading any either, but there are some signings I need to make. I'm gonna have to overpay for these signings because I've got some ideas on contracts and whatnot. So the first one that we are gonna sign is Jaromir Jagr. We can add to the jersey collection as he comes to Vancouver for $4.5 million on 1 year. I'm gonna offer Simone Despres the same. I think it's Despres. I can't say it. Like I said, guys, I'm terrible with names. You guys have ripped me to shreds in the comments about the names, so I apologize. So we're gonna sign those two guys. Then we're gonna go ahead and go after Jarome Iginla. Now, he's not going to get a $4 million contract, but we are going to give him 2.25. This is just to help us stay above the cap floor, because I was starting to notice as I was looking at these trades that I was starting to go under the cap floor when I was looking at these, when I was doing the math in my head and doing all the salaries. I would be under $55.5 million, which is great, because I don't have to pay that kind of salary. But the NHL will not allow me to go underneath that kind of cap hit. Plus, I couldn't do any roster moves to call up players that should be in the NHL and send down players that probably should be in the AHL or the CHL. So that is our first trade we had to make, and there are the signings. We are going to stick with the Anaheim Ducks. I'm going to get rid of one of our defensemen, Edler here, and where are the draft picks? There we go, draft picks right there. And the third we just got from Columbus, so we're going to give up Edler and a third. You guys probably know him, you've seen him before, Larson here, Jacob Larson, low elite, 76, 20 years of age, definitely going to help out our defensive core, already pretty good two-way defenseman, but he's probably not ready for the NHL just yet. But we're going to go ahead and give them Edler, a win-now defenseman, and a third for prospect Jacob Larson as well, so we'll go ahead and just do assistant coach best roster. Next up, we're going to shed some salary cap here. We're going to go ahead to the Edmonton Oilers. They are a contender. They are going to want to give up their draft picks for players that are ready to help them win now, and they will worry about salary cap situation later. But we are going to get a third in return for, I'll show you guys here, speaking of dumping contracts, Louis Eriksson here, 32 years of age, $6 million for 5 years. I don't know why they want him, but they do. I guess they really want that contract for some reason or other. We're going to be getting a third back for Louis Eriksson in that contract. I think that's a great deal. We're going to go ahead and let the coach edit the rosters, and then we're going to go trade with the newcomers to the NHL, the Vegas Golden Knights. Not real blockbuster trade here, guys. I'm not going after James Neal or any of their prospects like that. I am going to go after their 7th round pick because it's a really valuable 7th round pick. Just kidding. It really doesn't matter. And we will be giving up some of our prospects just to make room. I was going to give up McEwen. There's Zach McEwen, and then I was also going to give up Holm. Or did I already pass Holm? Nope, there's Holm right there. So I was going to be giving up those 2 guys for a 7th round pick just to clear some contract spots. And there we go. There is all the trades I'm going to make right now. We are not going to go an entire season. I want to see how this team simulates, and I want to see what this team really looks like. So we'll go ahead and sim to our next preseason game. Hopefully, we can get some players, get those guys. Oh, I didn't edit the scouting assignment. I will have to do that in just a second. We'll just go ahead and advance the day. Preseason doesn't really matter. Hutton is injured. Aginla accepted, Jágr accepted, Dupre accepted, and Chiasson accepted as well. So let's go ahead here, go to edit lines, and just go ahead and see exactly what we will be rostering as far as this season is concerned. So I am going to go to roster moves here. I think Aginla and Jágr are down in the AHL, which is probably not where they want to be or where we want them. Those 3 guys, 79 overall. And then in the NHL, we want to send down guys like Carlson, Larson, and Boucher. Because Dorsett here is listed, not Dorsett, excuse me, Brendan Gaunce here is listed as a 76 overall 4th line forward. So I'm going to leave him up in the NHL just because it's not wrong to be playing him up here in the NHL. As far as I'll go ahead and edit lines now. We'll hit best lines, see what they roster, and then we will have to see who's not being used and who should probably get some playing time down in the minors. But yeah, we got our first line would be Vanek, Horvat, Jágr. So not bad. I mean, it could provide some entertaining hockey, but it's not. I don't think that's not going to win you a cup, not at all. Then we got Bertschy, Granlund, and Bosser, I think. You guys, I did forget to mention him quite a few times, but he's going to be a stud for us. We'll move Aginla up. We'll move him down. He's still listed as a depth forward, so I don't want to overplay him and get him in way over his head. But he'll be playing with then Sutter, Gagne, Sutter, Gagne, and Bosser. So then we got Bertschy, Aginla, and Granlund in the middle there. Aginla here is a 3rd line checking forward. 3rd line, 2nd line depth. So you know what? Maybe we'll move Sutter here. We'll move Aginla there. And then there we go. We'll just that's the line I'm looking at. Bertschy, Granlund, Gagne, Aginla, Sutter, Bosser, Gaunce, White, and Dorsett. White, his faceoffs are an 80, so he's actually not that bad at playing center for us. But there we go, boys. And then here on our defense, I actually think it's a pretty strong defensive core for a quick rebuild. Ben Hutton and Tanev. I decided to hang on to Tanev. We're going to see what he does for us and how the team looks and whether or not we should move on from him maybe in the offseason, maybe at this trade deadline or next trade deadline, depending on what the team is looking like. But yeah, we got some decent players. Hutton hopefully will get some decent growth for us. But other than that, we're basically rostering guys that should be bottom 6 players. And then I am going to keep goaltenders Markstrom and Nielsen. Markstrom can always be moved at a later date. Whenever Thatcher Demko is ready, because I did read some of your guys' comments and you said don't move him because first of all, realism, you guys are grooming him for your future, but GM Rybrad's in town and we're going to have a brand new future, and this team certainly needs some help, guys. There needs to be a lot done here in Vancouver. They need prospects and they need players for the future, some top end players now. So I'm not really tied to Markstrom because he wasn't my draft pick. I want to ship out all the dead weight, and I personally think he's dead weight. But I don't want to have a hole and be in goaltender purgatory just praying that Thatcher Demko actually grows for us. And, you know, I don't want to just get in that hole of, well, Thatcher Demko is obviously going to grow, so I should just get rid of everybody and put him in. And no, I don't want to get into that, guys. So there we go. I forgot to check the scratched players. Who is not playing, so I will send them down to the AHL. Really like having the edit lines over here. And the menus they're nice this year. They look nice. They function great. You actually go to where you were instead of being, you know, forced to go back to the main menu. So Burmistrov and Biega. Burmistrov here is listed as a depth forward and Biega here as well. So we'll go ahead and send both of those guys down. because they don't really have a spot right now on the lines. So Biega and Burmistrov, and see that, guys, that's exactly why. Yeah, that's the problem right there, is I'm still not, I haven't hit the cap. I haven't hit the cap floor, so I'm going to go ahead and sign another 4th line forward so I can send some players down. I'll probably give them, I don't even know how much, I'm thinking like 5 million, so those guys might have to, oh, I don't know, geez, this is tough now. I've never been this, like, far down on the salary cap, because I traded away a lot of the, you know, the Sedins and Eriksson. That was, what, 20 million right there? So this team all of a sudden went from being close to the cap to being nowhere near the cap floor. So let me go ahead and check out our contract situation. Where is that? That's in Vancouver Canucks. Jesus, this is all kind of weird. There it is. Contracts. Okay, so it's kind of weird. Bear with me, boys, because I'm going to go ahead and try and figure this stuff out. But as we view the contracts here, we've got 16 million in cap space. And the cap floor, like I said, is 55 million. So the players that I did want to send down were Biega, who's making 0.75, and then Burmistrov, who's making 0.9. So if they were sent down, oh, the team cap hit is only 52 million, so I think we're still under the salary cap there, guys. We do have some retained salaries. I wonder where I wonder if we can see those at all. I don't know if we can, wants extension. Okay, so, oh, sweet. So we can actually start negotiating extensions right now. And Bo Horvat actually doesn't have his extension in the, actually, he doesn't want an extension. So that leads me to believe that Bo Horvat, I guess either he doesn't want an extension, or he, let me see what happens when I click wants extension. Yeah, see, I can offer these guys contract extensions. Maybe Bo Horvat's not decided that he wants to come back to the Vancouver Canucks yet, or maybe they have his contract in there already, and it's just going to kick in next year. So we'll have to see, guys. I don't know how that's going to work, but I'm going to go ahead and sign some more lower-level free agents. Nobody that's going to be a world beater, obviously. But we got Toulouse here. Let's go ahead and get ourselves somebody good for the 4th pairing. We'll go ahead and 4th line, not 4th pairing. Let's go ahead. Let's see. Oh, Boyd Gordon here. Yeah, let's go ahead. He's a grinder, 4th line grinder. I'll offer him a contract. Let me give him 3 million, because that'll give us up to 55, I think. Oh, that he wants a 2-way contract. I'm gonna give him a 1-way contract. I was like, why is it not going up? It was going in circles. I apologize for you guys that were watching that are yelling at the screen right now. But yeah, so I'm gonna give him 3 million, and then we'll go ahead and sign a defenseman as well. Obviously, I'm just gonna switch to UFA just to be safe. And defenseman here, top 6. Nobody really all that special here. Some depth defenseman, Mike Weber as well down there. But yeah, so I guess it's really just getting us to the cap floor at this point if we offer these guys some crazy contracts. But we'll give him 3 million as well, just because I need to hit that cap floor, just so I can freely move players up and down, so that they're not wasting their careers up here in the NHL, as we're trying to be one of the worst teams in the NHL this upcoming season. There we go. We're going to go ahead and keep advancing. But again, I just do like the way the game screen, oh, we rejected our offer. Right, our roster is full now. I forgot about that. So I guess this is how it's going to be. I guess these guys are going to have to sit on the bench for most of the season, but I really don't want a guy like Burmistrov sitting on the bench all season. Let me go ahead and see if I can send him down, because whoever the defenseman is, Biega, I don't really care too much about him, but Burmistrov's at least got some potential. So let's go ahead, Burmistrov, send him down, and that results in us being under the cap in the system. Who's the best player? We got Stetcher. Oh, Chason. I signed Chase. That's why. I forgot to call up Chason. There we go, guys. Now it should be fine. Now I think we might be able to send down Biega as well. That might... Nope. And he'll just have to sit on the bench, but that's okay. But yeah, we got Burmistrov up or down, and we got Chason up on the roster here. So we'll go ahead and hit best lines. I'll have to flip it a little bit. There's Chason, Dorsett. I guess they're scratching Gaunce. I'd rather scratch Dorsett and play Gaunce just because. Yeah, I mean, he's young. He's got potential. I might actually. How much is Wait, did I just cancel that? Let me hit best lines again. We'll just leave the best lines as is. I'd actually rather give Gagne the time. Actually, Bosser, you can get the time. That's fine. I apologize if I'm butchering his name right now and everybody's just screaming at the screen. Let me know. I'd rather you guys be nicer about it, but that's okay. If you want to call me a dumbass, call me a dumbass. I really don't care. I just screwed up a name, so it's really not. I'm not taking anything to heart. But there we go, guys. That is what our roster is going to be looking like. Let me see if I can send Gons down, just because I do want him to get playing time. I don't want him rotting on the bench. I want him playing, so we'll go ahead and go to roster move, see if I can get Gons down, maybe call up somebody else who would put us, or actually, in NHL, okay, it wouldn't let me go the other way, there we go. Gons, send him down, puts us under the salary cap floor, so we'll go ahead. Who's making a lot of money down here? Stetcher, Carlson, who's this Molino guy? What is his potential? Medium AHL, alright, we'll call him up, and we should be good, and he'll just sit on the bench for the entire season. He's a morale guy. He juggles in the locker room. He does tricks. He's a magician. You know, he just has fun there. So, you know, we don't have to worry about that too much. But there we go, guys. The lines should be as pretty much ready to go. As far as scratched players, we have Biega and Griffin Molino here. I guess hopefully they don't get too upset, or I might have to look to make some moves, but we might need to take on some salary when we do trades in the at the trade deadline, but I'm talking quite a bit already in the first 15 minutes of this video. So let's go ahead. We'll go to the calendar here. And, you know, I'm going to leave injuries on the same sliders. Hopefully they don't happen as at the ungodly rate that they did in 17, you know, where you had Boyd Gordon rejected, but my roster is full, which is understandable. Aha, now we gotta go do the edit scouting assignment. I haven't really checked out scouting, and it looks the same except for the nice font improvement. But there we go. I am gonna... Oh, they do have a draft class tab now, and will be automatically adjusted for the salary cap. That's fine. And we went 6-1 in the preseason, so I guess I'll take that. I kind of want to look at the stats in the preseason to see who did what, because if we went 6-1, that's pretty damn good. And I know it's just preseason, but that kind of scares me if my goal is to tank here, guys. So Berchi and Horvat, they both got 7 points. Granlund had 6. Vanek had 5. Yager had 4. The leading goal scorer was Berchi. How did our goaltenders do? 6 wins from Markstrom. The only loss came from our backup Nielsen, so Markstrom may or may not turn it on this season and kind of ruin everything for us, so we'll have to reassess probably at January 1st. I like to go halfway through the season, guys. My personal trade deadline is January 1st. But let's go ahead here and we'll simulate a month into the season, and we'll see. We'll assess how things are going. We won't get too hyped. Wow. Did you see how quick that simulation was there, guys? And it only stopped because I had a player morale, so maybe the simulation is pretty fast. Jaromir Jagr, you may need a shake-up, demanding. He responds well to a firm approach. Well, good. I'm glad he does, because I need him to kind of step up and lead the boys in the locker room, the morale. And we beat the Edmonton Oilers 5-0 in a 4-0 win against the Ottawa Senators. This doesn't make any sense. Patrick Weirkoch has been injured with a mild concussion. We'll hit best lines. We'll just leave it as is. A 2-1 loss to the Winnipeg Jets. Jesus, and Anders Nielsen now gets hurt, so I need to go ahead and call up one of our goalies. Okay, never mind. I didn't do that. Best lines, fine. All right, and we're going to lose in a shootout. Player morale. Good God, everything. Now that the simulation moves fast, guys, things move. Whoa, okay, we called up Thatcher Demko. I'm glad you're excited. Yeah, and he doesn't like the kitty gloves approach. I guess okay, so maybe he's a demanding player. I like that. I like guys that want to be and motivated and whatnot. But we are what? This is such a confusing simulation, boys. I am trying to tank and blow it up. This roster is atrocious right now. Like, there is no okay, there we go. We just beat the Capitals in overtime. What is okay, there's the loss. We are 5-5-1. We started off very, very strong. We were 3-1. We were 3-1-1 actually. And then we went 2-4-0. So 2-4-0 is probably what we should expect to see from the Vancouver Canucks for the rest of the season. But we are 1 month into the season, guys. Thomas Vanek is our leading point getter, so that's kind of cool to see right off the bat there. But let's go ahead and check out who is doing well. So he's a point-per-game player with Horvat and Yager, not too far behind. I mean, when our team was clicking for some reason, these guys are loving it, playing together. Aginla's turning back the clock, Chason, Berchi. I mean, he's got no goals as a sniper, so that's kind of cool. Gagne Hutton, he's our leading defenseman in points. Sutter, Granlund's a minus. He thinks he's our only minus. Bosser as well. He's got 3 points in 11 games, so I hopefully won't ruin his progression by playing him in the NHL. Markstrom, Demko went 1-1 with a 940. Jesus, holy shit, our goaltenders are... This is what it is, guys. Our goaltenders are playing out of their freaking minds right now. They are just going crazy for us. You know what? And I was going to say I'm going to sign a goaltender, but let's go ahead and check out the standings. We are 5th, guys, and the Edmonton Oilers are in last place. So that Louis Eriksson addition does not seem to be paying off for the Edmonton Oilers, but we are 10 games into the season, guys. That's not really going to be very telling of how the rest of the season is going, but... we are only 4 points out of last place in the Pacific, which is, you know, weird for me to root for because during my whole my Nashville Predators franchise, I was trying to be first in the NHL. Now I'm trying to be last in the NHL. It's kind of a different feeling. It's weird. But let's go ahead and go another month here. We'll go up into December, and then we'll have to decide what we want to do. There we go. It'll be a good year for rookies. Okay, awesome. So we did acquire some prospects like I showed you guys. Maybe we acquired a few more defensive prospects than you guys would have liked. And we should probably... I don't know what we want to target in the draft. Honestly, we'll have to see what the frick. Oh my god, we're 9-6-2. We just went on a 4-game winning streak. Okay, we're losing again. What is going... Boys, we are 10-6-3. This simulation is even weirder than last year's. Anders Nielsen is available to play again. So I'm going to go ahead... Jesus, like, what is the deal here, guys? What is going on with this team? This team is just atrocious. It's a train wreck. Wait, I can't send him down. I can't move players down because I'll be over the salary cap. So I've got to dump another player, and then I'll go ahead and give up, oh, stop the sim. I don't want Demko just sitting on the bench. Good God, 11-6-3. Okay, so it looks like I just have to dump a prospect for a 7th, guys. What the hell? We are atop the Pacific Division right now? Are you kidding me? What the hell? What kind of simulation is this? This is not... This... What? It's us and the Coyotes at the top. Now, the Coyotes could be a sleeper team, but nobody's picking them to be 2nd in the Pacific. And there's the LA Kings, the Anaheim Ducks, the Oilers, all chasing us. What the hell is happening? Oh my god, okay. Alright, trade players here. Okay, so I'm going to relax a little bit. I'm going to take a deep breath and stop screaming into the microphones. Sorry to all you headphones users. Well, I guess, Jesus, what the hell? I'll trade Molino for anybody. Colorado. Colorado could use anybody. He's the juggling magician in the locker room. They could use some morale boost. I guess we don't need it because we're 1st in the NHL. So for a 7th, will it go through? And it does. Beautiful. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and sign another forward for like a ridiculous amount of money. So okay, yeah. Let's see. Can I not go to free agents from here? Awesome. So free agents. There they are. I'm going to give somebody like a $7 million contract, even though they don't deserve it. Good old Brian Gionta. I think he's a guy that deserves $7 million. Oh, two-way. Screw that, Brian. $15 million contract. No, I'm not going to give him a $15 million contract. That would just be stupid of me. But, I mean, $7 million, $8 million isn't out of the realm of possibility just to give us one guy that will be guaranteed not to go beneath the cap floor. I mean, $10 million gets us up to 70... Gets us up to 68, excuse me, and the cap, you know, we'll go ahead and go with 9, we'll give him a $9 million contract. He really cannot refuse that. I mean, he's not gonna, he's like, can I have a $0.65 million two-way contract? I'm like, sure, here's $9 million for 1 year. That'll get us up to $67 million, which is, $8 million beneath the cap ceiling anyway. So that'll be... Why do you have to wait and get back to me tonight? You should just be, like, thanking me and begging me to come play right now. You're 38. Nobody's even wanting to sign you right now. And I just gave you $9 million. Why are you waiting? Oh, my God. Anyway, advance the day. Again, and we got to edit our scouting assignment. And Anders Nielsen is back from an injury, so good for him. We'll go ahead and scout forwards for a month in the QMJHL. Brian Gionta did accept his contract, which is pretty nice to see. So that'll definitely put us way, way, way above the cap floor. And now we can move some players up or down. Thank you, Brian Gionta, for helping out the roster in the NHL. Now we got to send down Biega here. Probably Is gone? Oh, I did send him down. I guess we'll send down Dorsett. Actually, Dorsett's making a decent amount of money. I'll send down Ryan White here. He's listed as a fourth line forward, but that's fine. And I will also send down goaltender Thatcher Demko because I don't want him playing here. Oh, shit. Okay, so can I not... Wait. Why is Brian Gionta on that kind of contract? What the hell happened? I gave Brian Gionta $9 million for 1 season. Why is Brian Gionta on that? What the... What? Why is that happening? He should be making $9 million. He should not be making... This is absurd, guys. You saw me offer him the ridiculous contract. Okay, I guess I now have to go trade somebody else away, and... What is going on? This has been the weirdest start to a franchise mode I have ever experienced. I guess I'm just going to keep giving up some random prospects just for, like, 7th round picks. I'll have, like, every pick in the 7th round. Rebuilder, Vegas, I already took their 7th. Where's the next rebuilding team? And it is nowhere to be found. Rebuilder, Detroit. You know what? Screw it. I'm going to go with the Panthers just because I feel like it. I guess I can't give Brian Gionta $9 million. That's just, I guess, against the rules. Florida, okay. Will you give me your 7th for that player? And they accepted it. So, assistant coach, best roster. I don't care. Oh, my God. I got to go sign some players because we are way in cap trouble here. And it's not in the same kind of way that you guys would expect. This is so weird. I offered him $9 million for 1 season. I don't know why. Our projected cap spent is $59 million. So yeah, we're good then. Are we all set? Because it's what? I have no clue what just happened, guys. I'm gonna go to edit lines. Hopefully I can send some players down, but go to roster moves here. Jesus. Okay, can I sort by salary? Brian Gionta is not making the $9 million I wanted of him. He's making shit. All right, all I want is Thatcher Demko to be sent down, and I can't even do that because we apparently are under the cap. What the hell is happening here, guys? I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and try and give somebody $7 million for 1 season because $7 million, I guess, is a more reasonable contract. We'll go ahead and give it to Ruutu here. Why not? Offer him a contract. I'll give him one-way contract of $7 million. I don't know why it just didn't let me give the contract to Brian Gionta like I wanted. That is so bizarre. I'm going to go ahead and give him... Oh, we'll stop at $6 million just because. Actually, we won't because I'm already holding the button. I might as well go up to 7. It doesn't take that long. And wow, I stopped right on it, so that I'm impressed by myself there. But what the hell is happening? All of a sudden, we're first in the Pacific Division. Next up, Jesus, okay. We'll go ahead and advance today, see if he accepts his contract offer. There we go. We did drop to 3rd, but we are still 1 point out of 1st. And we lost 5-3. And he's going to accept our contract. He did accept it. It was a generous cash offer. Can we please go to roster moves now and call him up to the NHL? Please tell me he's making $9 million. He is not making the money I offered him, guys. He's only making .925. I don't know what the deal is here, guys. I don't know what is going on. But all of a sudden, I cannot make any kind of roster move because of our contract situation. And there we go. Thatcher Demko is being sent down. So, oh my God. Everything I think is fixed. I need to go ahead and put Demko now as the starter in Utica, but I don't know why these guys aren't making the contracts I want to be giving them to go ahead and get myself above the cap floor. And I guess I have to have some scratched players as well. Ruutu, Chason, Biega, Alex Chason. What do you want to talk about? Complaining, but I don't feel I deserve to be scratched. Whatever, he doesn't care about what I have to say anyway. That's fine. Can I go to roster moves and send somebody else down now? I am so confused on what's going on, guys. I apologize about just my complete bafflement right now. And yeah, I would be under the cap if I did that. So 0.65, yeah, I can't send anybody down. Oh well, guys, I guess we're just going to have to get these guys pissed off that are scratched. It doesn't matter because I don't think they are the players that I really care about anyway. But I am pissed off that the players I offered the contract to didn't get the contract I offered them. As far as scratched... Oh, shoot, I can't check scratched from here. I have to go to edit lines. That's my bad, guys. Good God. I'm incredibly sorry to you guys if this is tone down the entertainment value of this video, but I'm having fun. I'm kind of confused right now, so I don't know what my emotional state is, but we are third. We are one win away from first in the Pacific, which is just absolutely bizarre because I have no clue what the hell is going on with this team. Brian Gionta, whatever, best lines, it doesn't matter. A 7-3 win there. We're just pouring in the goals. A 4-2 loss to the Rangers there. Brian Gionta, best lines, I don't care. Again, a 4-2 loss. There we go. Brock, oh, shoot, he got injured. That usually stunts growth a little bit too, which sucks, which really sucks. But there we go, guys. We have lost our last 3 games, but 12-10-4, which is way better than this team should be simulating. It's very, very confusing right now. We are third place in the division here, guys. Thomas Vanek is a point-per-game player. I wonder if he's literally carrying the team right now. Him and Bo Horvat and Yager are just going off. Like, Horvat might have an 80-point season. I don't know, guys, but Bershi, Gagne, Granlund, Iginla, Sutter, Chason, Hutton then has one. Jesus, everybody's a +2. Nobody's a minus, which you normally see on bad teams. As far as goaltending, we'll sort by wins just because. All right, so Markstrom, 918. So Thatcher Demko actually had a really good... Wow. Thatcher Demko played amazing for us, guys. Good God. But I don't want to rush his progression. I actually want him to become more than a minor starting goalie as his role. But good God, our backups are just dominating right now. And I mean, Demko had played 6 games, 4-1-1, 2 shutouts, a 943 save percentage, and a 151 goal against average. I mean, Markstrom, that's what I expected from Markstrom, but Thatcher, you need to chill, bud. You need to just cut it, cut playing so well. Go play well in Utica, not here in Vancouver, please, okay? So we are at December 1st. I think we're going to go one more month, and that's where I'm going to cut the video off. Where they don't even put the All-Star Day in here. They don't even highlight the day of the All-Star Game anymore, guys. That is just fantastic. And this team simulates way better than I thought it ever would. And then we beat the Toronto Maple Leafs, who should be beating us. Oh, shit. And Demko got himself hurt down there in Utica. Sutter and White for a 3rd and a 4th. I mean, Sutter, I kind of like him, but a 3rd and a 4th for Sutter. What is his... He's 28. He's got 4 years left at $4 million. I guess I can go ahead and trade that away. I'm not too upset by that, especially since I get a 3rd and a 4th and White as well. Excuse me. I'm yelling a lot, so my throat hurts. But I guess we're going to have to call up Burmistrov and play him. Guys, I don't know what is going on right now. This team is winning way more games than the record is we're above 500. That's all I have to say. I did not expect this team to be above 500, but there we go. There's an injury. We'll just hit best lines because I'm not too worried about it. There's a loss. Chason is available to play in the next game. We're 15-13-4. Now we're 16-13-4. Jordan Subban has got back spasms. We'll go ahead and hit best lines there. Now we got to go ahead and do the scouting, guys. Good God, I am just busy right now. AF, like, it's crazy. 1 month for defensemen now. We'll go ahead and scout all across Canada. Thatcher Demko is back, so we'll go ahead and play him. The simulation is pretty fast, though, guys. As you can see, the thing that's been slowing me down the most has actually been trying to figure out what the hell is going on with the contract situation and why this... Oh, my God, he pulled his damn groin again. What the fuck? But I don't know what's going on with this team. How are we ahead of Chicago is what I want to know. And there's another concussion for Burmistrov. I think I'm going to turn injuries down. They're happening almost every game, guys. But there we go. I did say I was going to end the video here. I guess we could go up a little bit further to... What the hell, guys? 18-17-4 with this roster. Imagine what the simulation would be like if you had a good roster. I mean, we have 40 points in 39 games with this abysmal roster. The San Jose Sharks are way beneath us as well. Oh my God, the Arizona Coyotes in first. What the... Guys, I have no clue what to say right now. The standings across the league, I don't know what they're going to look like, but I'm actually kind of scared to look at the entire league's standings. Okay, Pittsburgh. Detroit Red Wings are in second. The Red Wings are in second place in the league, guys. What the hell is this simulation, guys? What is going on? I mean, you got teams like Chicago down in 25th place. You got the Leafs in second last, the Lightning in last place. What is going on? I don't know what to say, guys. This has been the wackiest simulation I have ever seen, but I'm going to cut the video off there because I need some help, guys. What the fuck is happening? I'm sorry for my language, but I have no clue what is going on right now. This simulation engine just puzzles the shit out of me because we are better than the Chicago Blackhawks. This team, this freaking team right here is better than the Chicago Blackhawks and the Toronto Maple Leafs. Like, this team is absolute garbage. We've got Brian Gionta on the second line. Our first line is Vanek and Yager. I mean, Horvat maybe could become a first liner, but he's a decent second liner. Our second line is filled with guys that should be down here in the bottom six. Our bottom six is filled with AHL players. I don't know what is going on right now, guys. This team is playing way better than I could have ever imagined. And I honestly, as much as I'm happy about it, I gave up the Sedins to get here. I gave up Louis Eriksson to get here. I guess picking option B was stupid because no matter what your overall is, the simulation is random. I don't know. I'm gonna bite my tongue right now. Somebody please help me out right now in the comment section. Give me any advice you got because this is the most confusing thing I've ever seen, guys. But thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe because we are almost to 1,000 and I'm really, really happy that we're almost there. Thank you guys so much. And I will see you guys in the next one.